Good afternoon, everyone, and hello from the Netherlands. My name is Elina Linklan-Ariens, and I am part of the European Data Portal team, otherwise known as the EDP. It is a pleasure to speak with all of you, and I hope that my talk can give you a concise overview of the EDP and help you find what you need for your ideas and to write your proposal for the EU Datathon 2020. To introduce to you, the EDP is an EU initiative that aims to increase the impact of open data by making open data easy to find and reuse for everyone. The portal works alongside the European Open Data Portal, the portal that was previously presented and also is part of this EU Datathon. The key distinction between us is that we focus on the open data made available by EU member states and additional European countries, as well as European institutions, including the EU Open Data Portal and soon the European Patent Office, another source of open data in the EU Datathon. As such, the European Data Portal acts as a single access point to the public sector information from these countries and institutions and enables users such as yourself to discover the data they need by making its metadata searchable in EU-supported languages and Norwegian. So there are several pillars to the EDP that enable us to make it easier for users such as yourself to find and reuse open data, and by doing so increase awareness, the discoverability, and the impact of data. So we do this by one, supporting data publishers and providers in different European countries in selecting and publishing good quality data, either by hosting workshops and consultations with the different open data portals and institutions, or through talks such as these. In addition, we regularly update the portal to ensure that the published data sets are up to date and that users and developers such as yourself can have access to and use these accurate and reliable data for their ideas and projects. The second is that throughout the year, we conduct research on open data impact and maturity. I won't go into too much detail on these, except for that we recently published a report titled The Economic Impact of Open Data and hosted and released a webinar on this for Open Data Day. And in there, I encourage you to listen to hear what inspired the authors and the methodologies into their research into the different areas around open data, including employment, the environment, and health, to name a few. What could be more interesting is our research into the open data maturity, which showcases best practices from the different countries on specific data sets and on use cases that use these data sets to actually have impact in the country and in society as a whole. The third pillar, which we'll go to in more detail, is this complex digital platform. So, as I've stated, we have over 1 million data sets from these different European countries, including the 20 EU member states and institutions. As such, the number of data sets available on the EDP shifts daily because they're constantly being updated on the actual open data portals. Examples of the available data sets can be seen in the image next to us, such as energy data, weather data, transport data, and geodata, to name a few. Shortly after this, I will give a quick demo on how to search for this metadata on the portal and to elaborate on this point. The last that I will touch upon is that we engage with the community. So we do webinars such as this, go to events, write news pieces, have e-learning modules, write articles, reports, and showcase use cases that highlight the usage of open data to create applications and websites. So if you have any ideas, don't wait for the EU Datathon, but share them with us so that we can also promote them on our website. But now for the interesting part. So what the EDP does is, as I said earlier, we act as a metadata source. So let me showcase more of this on the actual website. So here we go. As you can see here, there are a total of 13 categories on the portal to help you filter your searches. Example of these categories are energy, transport, and environment. And from here, you can see all the available data sets on these specific categories, and you can further filter them by country. So I'll come back to this homepage, but to showcase this, I'll go into one specifically. Let's look at health. So from health, you can already see we have over 8,000 datasets, open datasets available for health specifically. And you can see on the side here that we have data from several countries, including EU institutions, UK, Ireland, and how many data sets are available in these different countries. So let's look at Italy, for example. And in Italy, from the top, you can see data about COVID-19, a very big issue right now, or a very big topic right now. And you can see when was last updated and created. Another example could be, let's remove from Italy. Let's go to the UK, for example. So in the UK, you can see several kind of data sets here as well, and you can see different catalogs. So for the UK specifically, all health data comes from one national open data portal specifically. And from here, you can see, for example, the percentage of adults with learning disability having a GP and health check, or the successful completion of alcohol treatment. When you go in, you have, for example, here, you can see the title, a rough description, and you can see the kind of license available, and you have options to either visualize it. This is not available for all data, but it is for this one. Or you can download it by going to the source itself, and then you get a massive file, which for the data science here, they can help filter through this. Others is going back to this original page, is you can search via catalog. So as you can see here, we have 84 catalogs available, all shown here. So as I stated on the website, there are 84 catalogs available, and you can see how many catalogs are in all the different countries. And from here, you can explore if you want to look at one in particular. For example, the European Open Data Portal, the European Data Portal, or the European Union Open Data Portal that I mentioned earlier. For example, the Czech National Open Data Portal, or the SEDAI, one of the Spanish open data portals. And for example, if I click this one, you can see the different data sets available here. Another option, I will go to all data sets in a second, but another option is by term. And this goes into Sparkle Query, which is another tool that we have, and is a linked data query for the techies in this crowd. So for those who are less knowledgeable in it, the Sparkle linked data is an RDF query language, for example, a semantic query language for database. I won't go into this in much detail because I'm not assuming that not many of you are techies, but I want you to know that this option is there for those experienced in this. Going back to by category, although you can see it also from here, we'll search via all data sets. So as we've stated, we have over 1 million data sets, and as was the case by filtering by categories, you can see how much data, all the countries on the side, and how much data sets are available per. So let's go to the Netherlands, for example. So in the Netherlands, we have 2 different national open data portals where we harvest the metadata from, and you can see these on the side. You can filter this further by when it was last modified, name ascending, or name descending. If you don't want to filter by a country, but want to filter by a keyword, you can, click that cross button and come back here and type, for example, kip, which is chicken in Dutch. But what is done with this portal because of DCAT AP is that this is translated across all languages. So when you search for kip, you also search for chicken, and across all the different languages. So you can see that you have it also from Czech Republic and from Germany and from the other institutions. This is also the case with water, for example. So if you type agua, over 2,000 data sets are available from different countries. And from here, you can explore and help narrow it down towards for your research proposal. To reset, you can delete and type enter, and then it goes to the home page. If you don't want to filter via catalog, via category, via key term, or via country, and you instead want to do it via region or via a section of the map, I encourage you to look at this map over here and to click this icon. From here, you zoom into, or you can look into the map of Europe and zoom and out zoom depending. You can grab this box and then you can draw about where specifically you want to focus your search on. So I want to include most of Central Europe, so to speak. Or if I change my mind, I can click clear, grab my pen again, and then focus on the Scandinavian countries. and then click apply. So from here, we have over almost 15,000 datasets from this region specifically. And this is not limited to data from those countries, but on data referring to those countries from other countries. As you can see from Germany, from the EU institutions, and from France, though those were not touched upon in these downloads. And from here, you can see the different downloadable formats. Click here and explore before, as I mentioned, how to do, and see what kind of license. I hope that this gives you a good rough preview of how to do this, of how to search for datasets on the portal. I invite you to explore and to give us feedback as you do so, and I look forward to seeing, more excitingly, what you come up with for the EU Datathon 2020, and I hope to see you all there in person soon. And in the meantime, please don't hesitate to contact me via email, Twitter, or our project at info@europeandataportal.eu or at European Data Portal on Twitter. And stay healthy, safe, and have fun in the meantime. Good luck, everyone.